Good morning and welcome to Soul Soup this morning. I'm Dr. Janette Freeman and welcome as we're going to dish up a little food for your soul and warmth for your heart this morning. As we're doing this March 17th, which is St. Patrick's Day, and we're continuing our series on Know Your Worth. So today, do you know how lucky you are? Do you know how lucky you are? So in today's show, we're going to look at what makes us lucky and how we can be luckier. And I'm going to say even more magic, how to be magical. So today's series and today's talk and today's process, we're going to tap into our magical self. Our true worth is knowing our true worth is knowing ourselves as the higher self. Knowing ourselves as the higher self. And the higher self is magical. So we're going to tap in to our magical self. So let's talk a minute about luck, should we? Good. There was a book called The Luck Factor. Dr. Wiseman, I believe was his name. And it was a study of about people who consider themselves lucky. And what are the two things that they had in common? And he said that lucky people maximize their opportunities, and lucky people expect to be lucky, expect to find their good. And in other words, it was like lucky people see whatever they already have as a wonderful beginning, and they make the most of it. So they maximize their opportunities. And so to me, that's like having the consciousness of being lucky is having the attitude that good things are happening. Good things are happening. I am lucky. Lucky people live at levels 3 and 4, right? If you've listened to any of these shows, you know I talk about being a house, first floor, second floor in lower consciousness, fear, worry, doubt, and worry, and third floor, penthouse, and fourth floor, the observatory. But third floor is being in the consciousness that has an optimistic attitude, that knows that we are a part of something good, that we know that we're a part of God, we're a part of this presence. Living in the higher self is living in that frequency where life is synchronistic, where good things happen. And even though things may go up and down, we can stay in a place that knows that great things are happening because we are living upstairs with our higher self. Our higher self is absolute love, is absolute peace. Our higher self is fine, is powerful, is joyful. Our higher self is not broken, wounded, and afraid. Our higher self is not wounded by life's experiences and by the traumas of childhood. The higher self is that part of us that's divine, that's open, that's receptive. So we want to tap into that because who that one is who you are. You are lucky. You're so lucky. I'm so lucky, right? I am so lucky. So I want to share one little writing from Eric Butterworth, New Thought author, Eric Butterworth, and he wrote this talking about luck. So lucky people, the second thing in that factor was lucky people expect to find their good, right? Expect it. And so he wrote this: you do not receive what you want or even what you pray for. You receive what you expect. Most of us go through life, he says, holding a small tin cup under Niagara Falls of God's plenty. This manifests as a string-saving, make-do, can't-afford-it consciousness. It's marginal living at best. We prepare for problems, and we're rarely disappointed. We are in tune with the indefinite rather than the infinite. We are practicing the absence of the presence of God. So we do not receive what we pray for, we receive what we expect. So how I like to interpret that in the nature of the I Am teachings is this. Always, everything that we seek in the outer, we must manifest the consciousness of the vibration of it in our line, in our inner realm. That everything is created from the inside out. And if we want a greater experience in our outer life, in what manifests, in having lucky experiences, then we need to tap into and embody internally that frequency, that energy. So what is the energy when you think of lucky? When I think of lucky, I think of the energy of flow, abundant resources, support. Where when I think of lucky, I think magic, and I think of abundant resources and support. So I'm going to use those, abundant resources and support. So rather than looking outside of myself for abundant resources and support, I want to train myself to look inside, to activate within my own awareness from the higher self the resources of abundant resources and support in my magical line, in my inner connection with the I Am powerful presence, right? And the more I embody that holy vibration of abundant resources and support, then the more I will manifest that in my outer life. So rather than go backwards, trying to get it in the outer, we want to train ourselves to go for it in the inner realm. So in today's magical process, I'm going to take you on a little bit of a journey. We're going to go on a journey and access the energy of lucky. I'm going to use abundant resources and support and give you the opportunity to access whatever lucky means to you. So let's settle in and take a breath. That's right. Right here. Right here. And connect to your breath. Taking that present breath right at the nostrils. Taking that breath in and out. And bringing all awareness right into your center line. I on the in-breath, am on the out-breath. I on the in-breath, am on the out-breath. I on the in-breath, am on the out-breath. And with every present breath of I am, bringing awareness into your center line. Imagining that golden, magical river coming from high above your head. Coming down through the crown of your head, moving in through your spine, in front of your spine, out the base of the spine, connecting to the earth, feeling your feet, feeling the strength of the magnetic field underneath your feet, strengthening your magnetics, feeling that strong, grounded feeling. Breathing I on the in-breath, am on the out-breath. And connecting to that center line. Feeling your body relax. Feeling your body breathe itself. I am. And I invite you to relax now and just take a journey with me. Go ahead, if you haven't already, closed your eyes and then look upward, rolling your eyeballs up to look at the crown of the head, so that you're looking up. And at every steady breath, gazing upward to this beautiful river of light high above your head, and allowing yourself to leave the body safely behind as you move up, up, up this beautiful golden light, this river moving up, up, up that river, up, up, even higher and higher and higher, moving up, up, up that river of light, moving out of the Earth's atmosphere, moving out into space, but letting that river of light take you into the realm of the magical, into the realm of wholeness, calling upon the higher self to guide you and to open the door for guidance and revelation and blessing. Moving up higher and higher into the light until you finally get to this place in the magical realm where you can enter into the magical realm. Stopping and seeing a golden door ahead of you. Go ahead now and walk through that golden door, opening the door inward, stepping out into the most beautiful emerald green, gorgeous valley with 4-leaf clovers everywhere, and trees and rainbows with pots of gold under each rainbow, and magical leprechauns running around, and magical elementals and fairies and magical beings from the elemental kingdom running around. Magical, 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 magical. It's the magical kingdom. And breathing in and inviting at the level of the higher self to access and reveal the magical nature of the abundant resources and support. Imagine the beautiful pots of gold at the end of every rainbow that just call you to them. Or walk to those pots of gold and pick them up and pour the pots of gold coins all over you, showering you in beautiful gold coins, which represent abundant resources and support. Breathing that in and just seeing thousands and thousands of golden coins bathing you in abundant resources and support. And see the beautiful, wonderful, fanciful, curious leprechauns dancing around you now, bringing abundant joy, bringing abundant magic, bringing just the gifts that you need. Asking these magical leprechauns for just what you need today. That's right. And breathe it in. Bring every part of the gifts of the magical resources that the beautiful leprechauns are bringing you, and see the fairies dancing all around you, bringing even more fanciful gifts that are magical and supportive and healing and whatever it is that you need that represents being so lucky to you. That's right, and playing in this magical energy where anything's possible and all is available. And if life were even more magical than ever before, what is possible? Breathe it in and receive it. Trusting at the level of the higher self to do the work in the energetic realms to bring even more magical energy, even more abundant resources and support, even more into you now. calling upon the magical realm of the higher self, of the guides and the team and the angelic beings and the ascended masters, inviting all of them to come in and to bring into your own line, into your own energetic field, all the magical resources, abundance, and support, and everything that means the magical to you. Bring it in. Breathe it in. Allow it in. It's so magical. And now looking around in this beautiful magical kingdom and seeing the green four-leaf clovers everywhere, and seeing the rainbows with pots of gold right there, and seeing the flowers and the green trees, and seeing the leprechauns dancing around with curious mischief and lots of gifts for you, and seeing the fairies flittering around and bringing you even more lucky juju, bringing just the luck that you need, and inviting the higher self, and inviting the angelic team and the ascended masters and the divine presence and all the ways that are symbolic for you, inviting all of them to bring in the energy of abundant love and support and all aspects of that lucky means to you, the overflowing abundant resources and support to you now. I am so magical. Feeling what it feels like to feel magic, feeling what it feels like to be full of infinite possibility and endless hope. What does that feel like for you? Tapping into that, breathing into that feeling. I am lucky. I am abundant resources and support. I am free. I am free. I am free. Feeling how good that feels, and allow yourself now to access all the energy of lucky, of abundant resources of support, all the gifts that the leprechauns and the fairies and the rainbows brought to you, and the pot of gold, allowing all of that to just come into you, to move with you down your line, down into the body, down into the present breath of right here, bringing it all down, down, down with you, integrating all of that magical juice inside your being right here, right now. Woo! Good, yes. And feel what it feels like. I'm so lucky. I am so lucky. I am a winner. I am lucky. Great things happen. Feel what that feels like. I am so lucky. I am so lucky. Just say it. Say it out loud wherever you are right now. I am so lucky. I am so lucky. I am so freaking lucky. I love being lucky. Don't you? I love it. I love being lucky. I love feeling lucky. I love winning. I love having great things come to me in such magical surprises. And isn't it wonderful to know that this is in your own line, that you can ruminate and emanate this vibration of higher consciousness, of love, of lucky. Breathe that in, integrate it, setting forth new downloads of I am lucky into your conscious memory, into your conscious recognition right now, bringing it into the body, into every cell of the body, into the DNA structures itself. I am so lucky. And how wonderful it is to know I am so lucky. Taking a deep breath, bringing that in right here, right now, knowing I am lucky. And if you've enjoyed this, share this video or the audio with somebody that you want to remind them that they are lucky too. Share it. Spread the good. Thank you for being with us on Soul Soup today. I'm so glad you tuned in. I love the opportunity to do this for you. Thank you so much. Again, I'm Dr. Janette Freeman. This is brought to you by Oneness Online, which is a nonprofit spiritual organization brought to you by donations from our members. So thank you for your donations. There should be information in the chat box, and we appreciate donations. Also, if you want to check out I Am Source Code teachings, please do so. You can read all about it. And there are audio programs at www.iamsourcecode.com. Lots of free videos and lots of free things. So check that out. And if anyone needs private personal help, get in touch with me. There's information on how to do that. Again, thank you for being with me today, and thank you for being lucky, and thank you for sharing. I am so lucky that you were here today. Thank you, my friends. Bye-bye.